first thing that we need to do to start our clay turtles is take off a little bit for our legs, our head, and our tail. I would say about 1/4 maybe. We're not going to make our legs and our head and our tail too big, otherwise they will fall off and break off, so just about 1/4. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to take the rest of our clay and we are going to make it into a nice sphere. So you're going to make it into a ball, the best that you can. Kind of pound it a little bit, it's kind of getting to the ball. If you want to roll it, mostly I think just forming it with your hands, a nice ball. Once you have a nice ball, set it to the side, put your other half there, and show me that you're ready. Go! Now once you have your ball, we're going to start making a pinch pot. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb and you're going to stick it right in the middle. Now you don't want to go all the way down to the bottom, okay? Because then you don't want a hole in your gel. So then you're going to keep your thumb in there. You're going to start pinching bowl. I've started my bowl thick. So I'm going to pinch them out a little bit more. Now you don't want to have it be too thin or else it will break. Now if you have cracks in there kind of like mine, then you just take your thumb and you can smooth them out. Take your thumb and smooth them out. And you want all sides to be about the same. I'm pinching. You don't want your bottom to be, so you're pinching out that bottom. So go ahead and make your pinch pot. Once you have your pinch pot finished, you can kind of go ahead and smooth it over. I have a few cracks in mine, so I can kind of smooth it over, keeping it, making sure it's a bowl. You're not going to flatten it. Making it smooth, making the edges smooth. Again, not too thin and not too thick. Just making it a nice bowl. Then you can flip it upside down and set it aside. Next, we're going to take what clay we have left and we are going to make 4 legs about the size of a Tootsie Roll, a head, and a tail. So we need to divide it into 6 parts. 6 even parts. Your head maybe is a little bigger. Your tail's maybe a little smaller. So I have 6 even parts. I'll choose my 4 that are butts. Now again, we don't want our legs to be too thin or they'll break. We want them to be too long or they will break. So we want about the size of a Tootsie Roll. So I'm going to take my first leg and I'm just going to roll it just a little bit. And you don't want it too much longer than that. That's about the size of a Tootsie Roll. It should look like a Tootsie Roll. With one leg, set it aside, and you can do the next leg. Again, kind of pinch it together. Then you can roll it. It's about the same size. Maybe roll it just a little bit more, and then flatten the sides, and you have one more leg done. Again, roll it. Kind of pinch it together if it's getting too long. We have our 4 legs. Go ahead and make your 4 legs. Again, not too thin. You roll, roll, roll so that it's way too thin because it will break. When the clay dries, it will be way too thin and it will break. So go ahead and make your 4 Tootsie Roll legs. Go! Next, you want to make your head and your tail. I think I'll take my biggest part and do the head, and I'm going to roll it into a sphere, a ball. So I have my head, and then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to kind of shape it into a triangle. Go ahead. When you have all 6 parts done, go ahead, put your tail where you want it. Go ahead and add your legs. And show me that you're ready. We're not attaching them, but show me that you're ready for this next step. Go. Now, in order to attach them, we want to make sure we're being extra careful because we do not want to smush our bowl. We don't want to smush our shell. So what we're going to do is we are going to carefully pick it up. We're going to kind of push that head on there, but more importantly, we're going to smooth the head on there. We're literally going to take some of the clay and smush it on there and smooth it out. Smooth it out. So you're combining it like that. Then you tip it over, and you can see it's not connected. So you're holding it carefully with one hand, and then the other hand, whether your thumb or your pointer, you're going to attach the head and the body. Smoothing it over like that. Now your head's on there. You're going to do the same for every part. So you're new to the next leg. Stick it on, hold it with one hand, and smooth it over, attaching it, making sure it's really attached, smoothing it out, flipping it over, and again attaching it to the body. Next one. Careful, you don't want any of the legs to fall or arms to fall off, so put it on there. Smooth it out with your thumb, hold it, smooth it with your thumb. If it helps to set it down, then set it down. Set it down and smooth it over. You can, once it's on one side, you can lift it up and smooth it on the other. You will repeat this for all of your parts, so go ahead, take your time, smooth it over, go. Once you have gotten all 4 of your legs, head and tail on there, you can go ahead again and smooth everything out so it's really nice and smooth. You can smooth out your shell. Being careful when you're around the legs because we don't want them to fall off. They should be on there really secure. Now we're going to add some texture and some pattern. So at your table you will have a variety of tools, and you can use all of those tools to add details. So maybe in your feet you want to add some lines for claws. Or maybe you want to add some eyes. Now your details can be realistic, You could do the kind of a normal shell, what it would look like, or you can just kind of add a variety of details. However, it must be symmetrical. So if you were to draw a line down the middle of your artwork, of your turtle, it should be the same on this side as it is on this side. So if I do maybe 3 big polka dots over here, making sure I'm not piercing through, I'm going to do 3 polka dots over here. If I want to do some lines, I have to do same lines here. Maybe I'll do a line down the middle. So go ahead and add details. Make sure you do not press too hard that you go through your turtle. So just be gentle. Go.